one of the things that we're thinking about at the moment with the program coming into its last year is what's the next stage and what are the opportunities around mergers and acquisitions, joint ventures and partnerships within the third sector. I really believe that now is the time for third sector organisations to buy private businesses above all else, because there is a sluggish deal flow in the private sector. There are a lot of people wanting to retire with perfectly good businesses. They're just not wildly sexy businesses, so venture capitalists and large multinationals are never going to buy these people out. They're not high-tech .com businesses, but they're steady businesses that are employing people and that have the opportunity for growth. And there is funding and finance available in the third sector at the moment. And I think in the short to medium term, the sector has the advantage in being able to fund and finance these, not only because there's funding and finance available, but because deal process is so slow and there isn't that much competition for buying. It means that charities, social enterprises, development trust, housing associations who want to buy private businesses have the upper hand in negotiating how long they take to pay for the businesses. So in essence, they can make a payment up front that's a cash payment based on a business with assets, which is quite easy to fund, and then they can pay for the business out of the profits over time. As far as mergers and joint ventures go, I think it's a useful way of growing. I think the sector doesn't see it as much of an opportunity because they kind of see it as being pressurized from the point of view of delivering services and reduced budgets. There's external pressures coming onto organizations to say you must work together, otherwise we're not going to fund you. However, I think there's an opportunity for organizations to look ahead and say, how can we be strategically placed with good partners who we know and trust, and start with a partnership, work together for a period of time, then you can create a joint venture and possibly a merger even further down the line, or else you're running with the two original organizations and a new entity. And that would be a much more efficient way of considering mergers in the third sector rather than feeling pressurized and rushing into something, because with both mergers and acquisition, if there's no trust between the parties, the deal's kind of dead in the water already. And if you're under pressure to do it just because of money, and we have supported a deal like that, it becomes very difficult. And it kind of goes through just because if the deal doesn't happen, nobody gets paid. And that's not a comfortable or strong position to go into or complete a deal in.